welcome to my channel. My name is Shaughnessy. I am the owner of Briann Craft Shop. Welcome back. If you're new here, hi, hello, nice to meet you. So today's video is going to be, short and brief. I was just unpackaging some supplies that I just got, so that's why I was on the floor. And honestly, I just, I love just being on the floor because I don't know, I be like real creative. I don't know. When you're sitting at a desk all day and then you just able to like relax. I don't know how to explain it, y'all, but when I be planning ideas for like my reels, videos and stuff, for Instagram and TikTok, I like to be on the floor. Yeah, I don't know. It's very nice. But yeah, so today's video is going to be very like short and brief. I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about how I started my business. I think in one of my previous videos, I had mentioned before that I officially, like, legally started the process in October of 2021, and then I had went ahead and launched my website in January of 2022. So the background on that, I went ahead and found a lawyer to basically do everything for me, because for like the previous 6 months to October, I knew I wanted to start a business. I was researching how to start a business, and I just so happened to come across this particular lawyer on Instagram. I was watching her reels. She had very good informative information, and alongside her I kind of came across, and following her I came across other Instagram accounts, other Instagram lawyers, but most of them were geared towards trademarking, which hopefully one day in the future I will do that, just to protect my business. At this point there's no need for me paying all that money to trademark anything. So yeah, I came across her, and like when I tell y'all, I was so hesitant. It took me a minute to just like go ahead and just bite the bullet and be like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Because, the whole thing with me is I follow the book, okay? So I knew that I didn't just want to be a sole proprietor. I knew that I wanted to form an LLC, because for me, it's like I just want to have everything set up the correct way the first time, so that when my business got to a point when I had to go from a sole proprietor to an LLC, I just didn't want to go through the hassle of switching stuff over. And honestly, I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know what all of that entails, but I just know that I want to go ahead and form an LLC. You don't have to do that, but I went ahead and I decided to form an LLC. So I had a one-on-one call with her. I think it was about 30 minutes. It was probably like $75 or something for 30 minutes to an hour. Just me asking her questions, trying to get a feel for her. It may have been an hour. It was October of last year, so I can't really remember, but it was just me asking her more questions in regards to my particular business, because like I said, the information she gives on Instagram is like very general, broad information. And they do tell you like this is not legal advice, this is just informational purposes, okay? So I had the one-on-one conversation with her, and before I even called her, at that point I knew that I wanted to work with her, and I knew the direction I was going in. I wanted LLC. So I went ahead and told her that, and she's like, okay, well, you go online, you sign up for my package. So at the time her package was, I want to say $750, and then I had to pay $300 because I live in Texas. The LLC filing fee for Texas is $300. And so I had to pay that. I had to pay that up front for her to go ahead and file the application. The other package stuff you could pay over time, or you could just pay it all up at one time, and I just went ahead and did everything at one time. So once I did that, I filled out a questionnaire. So another thing, after I did the phone conversation with her and before I bought the package, I actually had to get a address, because I move. So I move every year. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. It's just like I live in a spot, and then after a while I'm kind of like, okay, I want something different. So I move. I'm hoping, I'm praying that this year going forward is going to be different for me. And I like this place, but who's to say that 2 months from now I don't change my mind and I'm like, okay, I want to move and my lease is up. But so for now, what I did was a lot of people talk about having virtual addresses and stuff like that. I just found the nearest co-working space because those have become popular over the last 10 years. So I just found the nearest co-working space. I went online. I saw that they offered mailbox services for $50 a month. Um, then there's another service that I offer, but I cannot remember because I strictly just wanted my mail to go there for business purposes. So I went ahead and signed up for that $50 a month. I did call the place just to get more information and stuff because I was just looking online. I like to talk to people as well. So when I got off the phone with the lawyer, I went ahead and set up my address for the co-working space. So like I said, because you have to provide an address when you're filing for your LLC. And so my business, this is where my business is registered. All of my legal documents will go to this address. I go pick it up. Because they email me whenever I have mail. So that's what I do. And then I went ahead and signed up for her packages and she got everything done. I want to say it took... So she filled the application for me fairly quickly, but what took the longest is them reviewing the information and approving the information. Her package did come with some other documents, like, so if I want to hire a contractor, then she has she did a contract that the contractor would have to sign. And it was like some more other stuff in the package, and I should have looked it up before I did this video. Alright, hey y'all, it is Editing Shay, and I just want to say that the documents that I had got was my EIN, my certificate of filing, my operating agreement, my certificate or formation, and then like I said, the package that I got from her also included an operating agreement. It included a non-disclosure agreement and then a independent contract agreement. So that's all the package included. All right, bye. Basically, that's what I did. I want to say it took less than 3 weeks. If I'm not mistaken, like she did my EIN for me and everything. So once I got everything that I needed, like my EIN, my letter formation, then that's when I took everything that I needed and went ahead and opened up my bank account. Because in the background, I was researching what type of bank account I wanted to use, because business 101, personal business, keep it separate. You see, I've been doing my research, so I already knew what it is that I needed to do and the steps I needed to take. So while I was waiting on to get my legal documents, I was going ahead and researching banks, and I did not go with any of the big banks. No Wells Fargo, no Chase, no none of that. Definitely not Wells Fargo. But yeah, so I went ahead, and my bank is an online bank. They do not have any mortar, brick, whatever you want to call it. My bank is strictly an online bank, and I have not had any issues with them thus far. I did research. I YouTubed them. I tried because I wanted to make sure that I get a reputable bank that I didn't have any issues with. So once I got my legal documents, I went ahead and signed up for my bank account, and I believe I got approved within 2 days. They sent me a debit card, so I have a debit card. I don't have any business credit as of yet. I am working on that. So yeah, maybe I'll do an update on that sometime in the future about how that's going. After I set up my bank account, which had to be about mid-November, because like I said, it took about 3 weeks, and everything happened the end of October going into November, holiday season, all that. So I did start working on my website, and since I am financing everything myself, I'm not paying for no website builder. I'm not paying for I forgot what you call them. But there's people out there who build websites and stuff like that. I didn't pay for any of that. I did have to do research on which website I want to use, because you got Wix, you have Bluehost, you have Shopify. I'm pretty sure there's some others out there, but I can't remember those. I just remember Wix and Shopify was the two biggest ones that I was finding when I was researching. So I decided to go ahead and go with Shopify. They had like a free trial. I think it was like a 14-day free trial. So I was just messing around with it and using their free themes, because they have like probably 10, 20 free themes, because at this point I'm not paying for a theme. Not until I feel like it's necessary and I just want to, build up my brand. But they do have themes on there that's like $200 if that's what y'all want to go ahead and put in. To me, I just need a basic website for now and put all my money into the supplies that I need on the back end to create. So I had went ahead and did my Shopify, and honestly for a little bit I didn't even touch it. It was like so overwhelming until I figured out how to do apps and stuff. Because for my website, I have certain items that I want to be able to customize. So you can go in, you could pick your color, you could pick the size, you can type in a name, you could pick the size of certain. Did I already say size? Did I already say size, y'all? I don't know. But you could pick the size of certain items and stuff. So I didn't know about apps. I don't know. Like, obviously I didn't do enough YouTube research when I signed up for my Shopify account. So that's why I didn't even launch it until January, because I was literally playing around with it for 2 months, and then sometimes I wasn't even touching it because I was working so much. So I didn't even touch it because I was working so much. I went ahead and somehow found out about the apps, and I found the app that lets you do like customization, I guess, where you can go in and like, okay, I sell cards, for example. So for my cards, you can go in and pick the size. Right now they have one size, but eventually there'll be more sizes. You can go in and pick the color of the insert cards. So like I have holographic, I have gold, I have I think like a shimmer gold as an option as well. So I want to go in and have that, so I can go in, so customers could go in and pick a particular color and then just customize it basically. And I couldn't figure it out for the longest. I was researching how to do coding. I did come across a video that was helping me code, but for some reason it still wasn't working. Like, I got the gist of it, but like the text box is the only part that I could not get, and I'm like, I'm following everything he's telling me to do. So yeah, I got frustrated, and actually, and I found out coding is actually it's pretty fun when you know what you're doing. Um, so once I got everything to my liking, sort of, I just picked a date in January, and I was like, okay, on this day I'm gonna launch it, because if I don't, I'm just gonna keep pushing it out. So let me just put up what I have right now. In that time frame, I think I also did make an Etsy shop. I don't know. I don't remember what month I made my Etsy shop. I'm gonna have to go and see. And yeah, I haven't got any hits off of Etsy, y'all. I don't know. I mean, it's so much when you're looking at building a website and marketing yourself. A lot of people talk about SEO and all these different strategies and stuff that you need to use. I have not figured it out yet, but I'm here, and that's probably going to be another video, because I do have a plan for the first week. My first video in July, I'm going to talk about my business and my business goals for the last two quarters of the year. So stay tuned for that, because I don't know how that's gonna go, y'all. I might cry. I don't even know. I might cry. I might not cry. But just stay tuned for that, okay? Because running a business is definitely not easy. It's a learning curve for sure. And then it's like putting yourself out there is like the biggest thing, because I be on social media, but I don't be on social media like that. Like, I'm just watching a lot of videos, just basically consuming information. So shifting from that being a consumer to now being in entertainer or whatever it is. It's been a huge shift for me. So trying to just put my business out there. So I actually decided to come up with a challenge for July. And then we're going to see how that works out, how my interaction is and stuff like that. But I don't want to get into all that because this video is supposed to be short and sweet and just telling you how I started my business. So as an overview, basically I did research on if I wanted to be a sole proprietor or if I wanted to be LLC. I chose to go the LLC route. I found a lawyer via Instagram who I've been following. I was following for like six plus months. Yeah, that's right. And then I reached out to her. We did a one-on-one call just to get a feel for each other, make sure that this is something that was a good choice for my business, that it made sense. Went ahead and decided to go with the LLC route, got my LLC formed. I went ahead and did a mailbox. You can do a virtual option. I don't know. I researched it, but like I said, I did not write anything down for this video. So off the top of my head, that is an option, but I know a lot of people prefer to not use a P.O. box. So just keep that in mind. My address is the actual address. It has a suite number, and then I put my mailbox number next behind the suite number. So say for instance, it's like suite 100-320, because 320 would be my mailbox number. So that's how I do my address for anything. When you are running the LLC and you are signing documents for your business, just remember to don't sign your name. Briann Craft Shop, Shonda C, last name, CEO, founder. I mean, you can use whatever you want to use. You can say CEO, founder, you can manager, whatever, but don't just sign your name, because when you sign your name, then you will be legally liable. That's the whole point of having an LLC. Okay, so you're not legally liable. It's under your business. Just make sure that you remember that, okay? And then I did my website. I still have my Etsy up, even though I haven't had sales on there. I'm going to keep it up probably to the end of this year, and we're going to see what happens. Whatever I put up on my Shopify store is also going to be on my Etsy store. But what I'm doing personally at first, when I was working on my website behind the scenes, that's when I created the Etsy so I could put myself out there. And on my socials, I was promoting the Etsy, but now I'm not promoting Etsy because it's like Etsy is a marketplace. So I'm gonna let you do all the marketing for me and stuff like that, and I'm gonna promote my Shopify store, because eventually that's what I want everybody to be. So if you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you're gonna see my Shopify store, because I want all of my traffic to go there, because eventually, who knows, I may shut down my Etsy and everybody can migrate to my Shopify store. Why is it so hard for me to say that? But yeah, so go ahead and like and comment down below if you have any more questions. If you thought this video was interesting, go ahead and like it so that YouTube can put me out there and more people can watch my video. If y'all have any ideas or anything that y'all would like to see from me, then just go ahead and let me know. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video and that y'all got valuable information, even though I know it was kind of like, I didn't write it down. I don't know, because I wasn't even going to put out a video today, but I said I need to stick to my schedule, because that's how you fall off when you get lazy. So I'm going to stick to my uploading schedule. It's not going to be out at 5 p.m. today, because I have to edit this video real quick, but it's going to be out today, okay? And I hope that y'all are having an absolutely wonderful Tuesday. Y'all have an amazing rest of the week, and I will see y'all next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.